I had a conversation this morning with a former employee of the West Tennessee Forensic Center. To those of you that don't know what a forensic center is, it's the morgue. It's where they keep the dead people. In the state of Tennessee and in most states, when there is a homicide, there has to be an autopsy. There has to be. You don't get no ifs, ands, um, and buts about it. You, as a family member, don't get to say whether your loved one who was murdered gets the autopsy or not. It's just automatic. Okay. Mario, you gone. I was just waiting for your name to come back up again. I don't give a fuck about no dolphins. And no goldfish either. The gentleman that I spoke to was on duty at the time that Dolph's body came into the morgue. So once we were talking about something else, and in fact we were dealing with something else. No, everyone does not get an autopsy. So, I became inquisitive. This guy's sitting up in my house this morning and we were talking. So, if he's in my house, we just that tight that you can come into here. And I almost forgot I was on the radio because I went into full interview mode. He's been fired from the forensic center. But I had some questions that I wanted to ask this gentleman. The first thing I want to know, how many times was Dolph actually shot? We hear all the rumors, we hear what these wannabe bloggers and people all across the country. No, he was not fired because he did the interview. We did the interview this morning at my house. He's been fired. He was on, let me say it for y'all that's real slow. He was working November 17 when Young Dolph's body came to the morgue. Okay? Did y'all get it? Please listen. Okay? Please listen. Don't just blurt out comments and you don't know what the fuck you just done heard. God damn. He was in the morgue. He was at the West Tennessee Forensic Center, which is ran by the state of Tennessee. The morgue, where they take the dead peoples particularly those, why was he fired? I ain't got to get into all why he was fired. He was fired. Had a disagreement with the people that he worked for. Okay? That ain't the important part. Shit. His body came in. First thing I asked, how many times was he actually shot? Growing up, Mario Bridges, you still going, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many names you come up with. Okay? I want to know how many times he actually shot. He stated to me that Young Dolph was hit 22 times. That basically
Yoji.
Damn. But
Fuck a lot of people trying to catch a ride.
okay. And I'm sorry I caught you when you was probably booked
Love and had grief.
as a motherfucker. Shit he had. God damn. Yeah, okay. Back to what I was saying. He was shot, according to the attendant, 22 times. Basically, he was shot center mass. No, the source is not going to be of Schitt's Creek because he don't work for them no more. They wanted him to take another position at a lower pay. And he said, fuck this. We ain't said nothing about no goddamn coffin. That ain't what I'm talking about. 22 times, basically in his chest. That was 22 times, basically in his chest. That was one shot that was extremely crucial, and it penetrated through his neck, tore up some things over here. It messed up his neck on his viewing side. And for those of us that's in the funeral business, the viewing side is the right side of your face. That's the side that people view you in the casket on. I'm quite aware that the girlfriend and others in the family wanted Ed Ford to embalm the body. They wanted E.H. Ford, Mortuary Services, to have the body. And you motherfuckers with all these goddamn dolphins, you off my page. Okay? Why did they want Ed Ford to have the body? Because Ed Ford is probably the best reconstructive artist that you're going to find anywhere when it comes to mortuary science. he can remake a face. Now, but N.J. Ford hustled the body, and that was before the body got to E.H. Ford, and put him in that fake Polyphian casket that was not a solid gold casket. I've been around funeral homes and funerals and things of that nature all my life. The Panithian is made by Baseball Casket. That casket was a copy. The Panithian has the Batesville logo at the foot of the casket. But hustling is what N.J. Ford does. When I was working for N.J. Ford, I was a hustler as well. Uh, he's 22 shots. His chest, he says, was basically just tore up. Okay? It was just basically tore up. I asked the question also. There had been rumors that the killers took his jewelry and things of that nature. According to the attendant that was there that handled the body, that along with his body came his ring, his necklace, and his bracelet. So, and I'm sure many of you have heard the rumors and people who are just trying to make up stories. They didn't take anything. When the body arrived at the morgue, again, it arrived with his ring, a bracelet, and his necklace, which the morgue turned over to the next of kin. In this case, the next of kin would be